Hello everybody, Squee913 here, and welcome to Let's Play Baldur's Gate. This is the second game I've ever Let's Played, and the very first episode of it, so here we go. I'm going to tell you guys, like I do with every first episode, what to expect of this Let's Play, so you know whether or not it's something you want to watch, and what my intentions are. However, this won't be like Mass Effect 2 because I've never played this before. He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Aw, that's nice. Alright, let's watch this intro movie and then I'll get into the details. See, that's what happens when you leave without paying your check.
You can't. I will be the last. And you will go first. There are others. I can show you. Please. Please.
Oh. Nice sound effect. Stunning graphics. This game was made like, what, 10 years ago? What can you expect? Alright, well let's hope that wasn't me. Otherwise I am not starting off good. Baldur's Gate. Alright, now as I was saying, I've never actually played this one or Baldur's Gate 2 or Throne of Bhaal. I didn't even know they existed until very recently, and I'm kind of shocked. But happy. I feel like a kid that's going through Christmas again. So I'm very, very excited about this game. I've been looking forward to it for a long time. I was going to start with Baldur's Gate 2, and I should probably point out, yes, this is a Baldur's Gate 2 menu, because I'm using a mod called Baldur's Gate 2.2. Why 2.2? I don't know. But anyway, apparently it lets you play Baldur's Gate 1 in the Baldur's Gate 2 engine, which is very nice. It adds a whole bunch of new features, classes, better graphics, better everything. So, as far as mods go, that's the only one I'm using right now, because I'm still not sure what I should or shouldn't use. When we get to Baldur's Gate 2, I might look at importing some new characters that were designed afterwards on request. That they were told I was told were very good. But for Baldur's Gate 1, I'm just going to pretty much go through the game. This is my first blind Let's Play, so it's going to be new to me. It's not going to be like Mass Effect, where I knew exactly what to do and where to go. I don't at all. In fact, I haven't played games like this very often. Dragon Age is probably the closest game that I've ever played to this, which is kind of in reverse order, I know, but sue me. Basically, I'm planning on playing all three. Going through from the first one, I was going to play Baldur's Gate 2 first, but I decided to go search for the first one. I finally found it, and I'm just going to do the whole saga, take one character through the whole thing. One more thing I want to point out. This game, I know, and probably the second one too, has a lot of written dialogue because it was 10 years ago. It's not like Mass Effect 2 or Dragon Age where everything's spoken. A lot of it's just written. And I will do my best to read it for you guys, to narrate, because when I'm watching a Let's Play, I always find it annoying when people just skip the text or say, oh, well, you can pause it and read it yourself. I think that's annoying to do. So I will do my best to narrate it for you and narrate what my options are. Now, there are a couple of, pointers to this that I should point out. One, I'm not always the best at reading out loud. If I've been playing for several hours or my throat's dry or I have a brain fart, I'll fub words. Get used to it. If it's really, really annoying, tell me to stop. But I think that overall, hopefully people out there will appreciate me narrating the story for them. If not, let me know. Tell me to shut up. I take criticism well. Alright, so we're starting a new game. I have thought a lot about what kind of character to make. simply because I'm so excited about this game. And I used to play D&D back in the old days, even though it was 3rd edition, I think, and it was a lifetime ago. So I should be fairly familiar with some of this stuff. Like gender. I mean, I got that down. I know the difference between men and women. Alright. What picture? I want to be an elf, and I'm going to be a fighter thief, and a happy guy. So I want like a smiling, happy... Not that smiling. That is creepy smiling. I want a happy looking elf-ish guy. Maybe? I don't know. He looks like he's dreaming about the next girl he's gonna bang at the next frat party. That just looks a little college-y to me. No. See, that's smiling, but that's like smiling because I killed an entire village. Not the kind of smile I want. Maybe? No. Okay, he's not happy. He's just very impressed by, like, shiny lights and metal objects and stuff. And, you know, my character may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but that's just ridiculous. No, he's angry. He's angry. Is everyone angry in this game? Angry or retarded? Those are my two options here. Well, no, he's not. Too many markings, and he looks like a ranger, not a thief. That's it? That's all the options I have? What's this? Custom? Yeah, I'm sure there's tons of custom pictures. Alright, I'm going to go find a picture, because if I'm going to be stuck with this character for 3 games, I'm going to get a picture I actually like. I'll be right back, folks. Alright, I'm back. I went online looking for a smiling elf, and I dare you to go try and find one. Apparently, elves do not smile. They were raised to be depressing and morbid, I guess. I found elves that looked seductive, even for men elves, like, I'm going to take off my shirt, watch me. But not a single smiling elf, unless you're talking about Will Ferrell. So I went with the closest thing I could find. Picture he's happy, because that's pretty much what I envisioned, just, he looks so sad. Why? Why is everyone so sad? I spent an hour, folks. I just spent an hour online looking for a portrait. After about 10 minutes, it wasn't even... I didn't care about my portrait anymore. I just wanted to see if there was a happy elf in the world. And apparently, no, there's not. I feel sorry for them now. Alright. So I'm going to be an elf. Because you get a bonus to your dexterity. See? I told you I did a lot of thinking about what I wanted. Class. I'm going to multi-class as a fighter thief, mainly because I love the thief abilities, but sooner or later you always end up having to fight something face to face, and thieves aren't the best at that, so I wanted to dual class, or not dual class, multi-class, which apparently there's a difference, as my father pointed out. My dad was a D&D junkie way back in the day, and he's helped me a lot with remembering things. Alignment. I don't remember this too well. I want to be good. Something good. Neutral good. These characters believe that a balance of forces is important, but that the concerns of law and chaos do not moderate the need for good. What? Alright, fostering good means supporting organized society. Then that is what must be done. If good can only come about through the overthrow of existing social order, so be it. That doesn't sound too bad. A baron who violates the orders of his king to destroy something he sees as evil is an example of a neutral good character. Okay, what about chaotic good? Chaotic good characters are strong individuals marked by a streak of kindness and benevolence. They believe in all the virtues of goodness and right, but they have little use for laws and regulations. That sounds more like me. I mean, you know, when I'm helping the old lady across the street, I might not always use the crosswalk. You know, just saying. Alright, we're gonna go with him. You know, that sounds good. And, if I'm buying food, sometimes I take 11 items to the 10 item checkout line. You heard me, I do. But I'm buying for the homeless, so it's all good. Just chaotic good. Alright. Abilities. Alright, now this I had trouble deciding what to do, because I learned that the game lets you re-roll infinitely. However, I feel that's cheating. Kind of. And my dad, the D&D junkie, woohoo! In a good way. I love my dad, I'm not making fun of him. And D&D is fun. He suggested what they used to do was, and it has to be a little different for this, but you roll 4 sets, you re-roll anything that's under 11, and then you just take the best one. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to roll 4 sets. Anything under 11 I'll roll again. So I'll just re-roll until everything's at least 11. and then I'll take the best of the 4. So, alright, let's see. What is this? This is, bear with me, I'm a history major, not a mathematician, so 24, 34, 38, 48, 52, 51, 61, 66, 76, 79. So we'll store that one. Reroll. Reroll. Alright. That is 32. 32, 42, 45, 55, 57, 67, 81. No, 71. 81, 82. 82 is not bad. Alright, we'll store that. No, that's got a 10. Alright, here we go. This is my third set. I'm sorry if this is boring you people, you can skip ahead, but I just wanted to go through the whole process so you guys, you know, we're there from the beginning. Alright, so we got 25, 35, 37, 47, 49, 59, 60, 75. No, that's not as good as what I got. Alright, last one. No. Okay. 28, 38, 42, 52, 55, 65, 71, 81, 83. 83 is one more better than what I had before, right? Okay. So, 83. Alright, well, we're going with 83, folks. Whatever. Now, since I'm a fighter thief, I need strength, dexterity, and constitution is always nice, but I also want high charisma, because I want to be a charming fellow. I don't need wisdom, and I don't need intelligence that much. 10 is the most you can do without getting negatives to lore, which I hear is not all that important. Maybe I'll dump wisdom. I want to get 19 dex. I want to get 18 strength. Oh, crap. I'm going to dump wisdom. There we go. Don't need it. So I won't be able to identify objects. Big deal. I have scrolls and stuff. Well, I will, I think. Let's do 16. Let's do 17 charisma. 16 constitution. Sure. You know what? I'm happy with this. Let's roll with this, huh? Alright, so I got 18 strength with 54. I have no idea what that means, but whatever. 19 dexterity. Woohoo. Good for me. Good for thieving abilities and dodging stuff, and I want to be all nimbly bimbly like a cat. Constitution's not the greatest, but it's not horrible. Charisma, I'll be a very charming fellow. I don't know how useful this is in the game, but I don't care. I want to roleplay as much as actually play it. So, or maybe I should take that to 16 and bump him up to 17, or I don't know if that really makes a difference. I'll just leave it the way it is. Alright, there we go. There's my fighter thief elf. Alright, skills. Now, because I'm using this mod, I know that it adds all the classes and skill sets and all that from Baldur's Gate 2 that I get to play with, like dual weapons wielding. Wow, say that 3 times fast. 2 weapon style, and I will love 2 weapon style. Every time I played Dungeons and Dragons back in the day, I was a 2 weapon style kind of man. I was actually a thief most of the time, but you have more flexibility in the actual pen and paper game of not having to stand and fight up face to face. So, why don't we put 2 there? Let's see. A character wielding 2 weapons without a slot in this weapon is a -4 penalty to the main weapon and a -8 penalty to the off weapon. With 1 slot is a -2 and 6. With second slot, no penalty to the main weapon and a -4 to the second. Third slot is a -2. So let's stick with 2. And what do we want to use? Long swords. I'm a long sword kind of guy. I like long swords. Scimitars, yeah, maybe later. But I'm a long sword kind of guy. Don't want 2 in long sword. See, the thing is, I'm not generally an archer, but a 19 dexterity and an elf really makes you good at ranged weapons. So maybe I should put 1 in longbow? Screw it, why not? I can always add more to long swords later, can't I?